Last week, the Equal Opportunities Commission Tribunal delivered its judgment in a case filed by the Center for Health, Human Rights and Development against Pastor Martin Semper for making discriminatory comments against people living with HIV on his social media, specifically his X app, formerly Twitter, account.
Or to imprisonment for a term of not more than 10 years or both.
In his judgment, committee member Joel Cox Ojok ordered Pastor Semper to respect the Constitution as it provides for the rights of people living with HIV, although the pastor expressed his dissatisfaction with the decision.
The Equal Opportunities Commission Act of 2007, the HIV and AIDS Prevention and Control Act of 2015, the National Policy Guidelines on Ending HIV Stigma and Discrimination forthwith desist from uttering or posting on social media or the mainstream media any statements that have the effect of causing stigma against people living with or affected by HIV.
Saying that what I did was discriminatory, I'm going to be studying this judgment. I think that it is a miscarriage of justice, and I'm going to be appealing. You know, the fight for freedom of speech, this number one is a fight. We are free to think.
Following the ruling, civil society organizations advocating for people living with HIV/AIDS have applauded the Equal Opportunities Commission Tribunal, saying this will help to reduce discrimination and stigma against people living with HIV.
Discrimination has no space and place in our communities, that anyone who utters any discriminatory messages on social media or verbally is against the law, and that is illegal to stigmatize and discriminate people living with HIV. I encourage people living with HIV to stop stigma and discrimination, rather people in society to stop stigmatizing and discriminating people living with HIV, because we are all equal before and under the law. What we need is love, not hate. We are all people. I'm a person living with HIV, and I can say that I'm not different.
Ministry of Health research findings show that HIV is higher among children and youth aged between 15 to 24 years, contributing to 4.4% of the total population.
Economic empowerment of the young people is still lacking. And then the other thing that we need to look at is that the services are available, because the transmission amongst these ages oftentimes it's through sexual intercourse. And then the other question that I would pose to us as players in this response is what are the available prevention measures? What are the choices?
However, it is believed that they still need to fight stigma and discrimination against people living with HIV.
It means we need to create a favorable environment where we can confidently talk about HIV, negotiate safe sex, but also be able to negotiate the different modalities of HIV prevention that we can use.
The government has a target of eradicating HIV/AIDS by 2030. Susan Nabugude, Ivan Juko compiled this report for UBC News.